And are obsessed. I have been to one of her junk journaling events and literally had the best time. I think that's why I'm probably so obsessed with junk journaling now. As a crafty gal, I mean, how can you resist? Well, call me crazy, but I saw on her story she posted some of her favourite sort of Sydney spots, and as a cafe girly who just is always looking for a new cafe, I had to try her first recommendation, Mado. So I'm gonna go, can't wait. Okay, I have just arrived at the bead store, and I'm telling you right now, I am only allowed to buy one pair of pliers. I need another pair of pliers so that I can like open and close the little jump rings that go at the end of the bracelets I'm making. But that's all I'm allowed to have. So that is the only thing I will get. I am also just loving wearing a lot of pink right now. This is my favorite shade of pink, this top probably particularly. And I used to honestly wear a lot of beige, like beige everything. And I still love neutrals, but I feel like I've been really leaning into way more color recently, including so much pink, which I love. Honestly though, this week I've been feeling a little bit lost. Not in a bad way, but just kind of like I'm not sure of the best way to use my time at the moment while I'm off work, since I quit to sort of like focus on my health and my well-being, I suppose, and have a bit of a reset. And maybe part of that is I need to think about like what I want to do when I go back to work. I haven't really like delved into that yet exactly, like, and I feel like the last 2 jobs that I started, I wasn't honestly very excited to start those jobs when I got them, and maybe that was a sign, and I was already pretty burnt out. And I do feel a little bit more excitement now about what my next job is going to be and and starting that. So maybe that is a good sign. But to give you a bit of background, I've been working in marketing since I graduated. I did a double degree in commerce and international business, and marketing communications. But I have always lent way more into the marketing side than I have the commerce side. And I know I don't really want to do anything with the commerce side probably. Numbers are just like not my favorite thing in the world, and I think I've always been drawn to sort of, I guess, this stuff, like the creative side, the fun stuff. And I think I'm trying to figure out, because I feel like I'm burnt out from marketing as an industry itself, but maybe I'm just burnt out from the places that I've worked that have been too high pressure, too stressful, and so maybe that is what that is, but I'm trying to figure that out. I really am thinking about every kind of job option out there, which I'm not sure that I thought this broadly when I was 18 and like going to uni for a degree. So I'm really thinking about everything. I'm thinking about like, do I want to be a teacher? Do I want to be a firefighter? I'm like, do I want to work with horses again? Like, I have worked with horses when I did my summer camp in New York, and that was so much fun. I love that. But like, is that an option? But then again, I live in the city, so what kind of options are there for that? Maybe it's kind of time for me to sort of think about what some of those options would be, and then maybe with this time off I could try some things that I'm, not sure about or I'm interested in. And then if I end up back in marketing, that's also fine. But yeah, I definitely do feel more excited about that now, and about the idea of starting a new job, which is good. That's actually a nice feeling, because I haven't had that in a little while. So I guess anyway, bead store, and I'm only going to buy one set of pliers. Done. Look at me go. says we can only go out when it's nice weather outside. No, I'm actually going to go to the gallery. I'm going to go inside to the gallery. But I am enjoying this because look how beautiful. So even though I'm not actively looking for new jobs at the moment, it is still probably important for me to start thinking about it. And I think I've probably been avoiding it because I don't want to think about it. I don't know where to start. I'm not sure. The idea of full-time, like going full-time again, after I just quit my job because of burnout, just sounds like the most awful thing in the world. Just because I know what that stress is like and what it and how it affected me and also the people around me. Because I'm not my best self when I'm burnt out and when I'm tired and frustrated and all the things. So I think, yeah, the idea of knowing what to do next is a bit scary, but I have to do it. So I have to think about it. And so why not make it fun? I'm just gonna go to the gallery now and go to the lounge. Just have a think about it. I think what I'm gonna start is just by looking at job ads. And this is something that my dear friend Callie suggested for me to do right now. But just have a look at some job ads while I'm not looking for jobs, and then have a look at what calls out to me. So what is it that I'm like, oh, that sounds exciting, or what is it that I'm kind of finding patterns in where I'm like, oh God. So let's have a look, and we're gonna make it fun. I'm not gonna do it for too long. Maybe I'll just try and do like an hour, and then I'll go into the gallery. So I think in the past week, I've probably been thinking to myself, like, do I really need all this time off? Like, was it a bit dramatic to quit my job and have a few months off? But I think that experience just right now showed me that I have a lot of work to do to build back some confidence before I actually go back into whatever role is next for me, because that was a lot harder than I expected it to be. I thought I was ready for that, and I'm so glad I had that experience now while I was just doing like sort of job discovery and job research, rather than, you know, in January when I'm looking for another job and I'm, you know, and I think I'm ready, but then I'm actually not. So good experience, I guess. I guess now I think I realize I have a lot more sort of active work to do maybe in building back that confidence. Like just avoiding it. Just avoiding it and then hoping it'll fix itself is probably not going to happen. So we are going to do that. We're going to build back professional confidence and going to find what I'm good at and then find the right job for me. And I know that will happen. I know that I will find a job that's going to be great and I'm going to love. So, okay, we've got this.